What's up, everybody? We back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about which person in each position is the best option. All right, man. First up on our list, we're going to be looking at Emma. Emma is a rebounding-based center who specializes in rebounds, close shot, and setting screens. Really strong inside those areas, man. Probably one of the best people inside those three areas in the entire game, especially inside the center position, man. So we're going to take a look at her abilities real quick. Just fly through these. So we're looking at rebound pass. This is going to allow you to grab the ball out the air and directly pass it to your teammates without having to come back down to the ground. That definitely comes in handy. She also has an insane block distance, man. She's blocking from about the same distance as someone like Vanessa. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. She has a really good block distance. She's also decent when it comes down to blocking dunks, if you have the proper timing anyway, because I've been trying to dunk on Emma's lately, and it seems like it's a little bit more complicated than it used to be. So we're going to take a look at her stats. We'll go back to the abilities, man. I meant to start out with this. So we're going to look at her rebound stat with 73 at base. That's 10 less than someone like Rocket, but I'm pretty sure she's getting more than 15 from her cells. So Rocket's rebound priority is much better, though. So make sure y'all keep that in mind as well. If you got the same amount of rebound on both of these characters and y'all jump up for a rebound at the exact same time, Rocket is guaranteed to snatch that rebound. So you want to make sure you using your box outs properly, and you also have anti-box out. So let's read it. Skirt the defender when being pushed by box out to an advantageous position. Level 2 and level 3, you get 5% extra chance for this to proc for a total of 10%. Make sure you're maxing this out, man, if you unlock this character. Now, not Amy. Is it Amy? I believe it's Amy, man. She has an even better anti-box out because she has a level 4 with an additional, 10 or 20% chance for it to proc. But Amy is not as good at pick and roll as someone like Emma because skillful screen quite literally makes her the fastest center in the entire game, man. Because that dash, it is just so strong, and it also decreases the duration that she has to be inside that screen before she can dash off. So next, we're looking at Air Dominator. Increase the range of rebound when using box out. At level 2 and level 3, your rebound is going to increase by 5 for a total of 10 when you use this skill. So the way you want to actually activate this, because a lot of people have been telling me they can't. I mentioned this inside of another video, but this one's more recent, so I'm going to mention it again, man. So the way you want to activate this, a lot of the time when you're doing box outs and you're going for the rebound, you hold your finger on the box out button, then you take it off the box out button to press the rebound button. But in order to get this ability to activate while you're boxing out, you want to slide your finger from the box out button to the rebound button. Don't take your finger off the screen, man. Just simply slide your finger to the rebound button. You'll activate your Air Dominator and you'll get 10 more rebound. All right, so last ability is Skillful Screen, her bread and butter, man. This ability is just way too good in my opinion, especially with the level 4. So this is going to let you sway your body when you're setting the screen to make it harder for people to actually contest your teammates' shots. So make sure y'all keep all this stuff in mind when it comes down to Emma. You want to make sure you're setting screens. You want to make sure that you're inside the paint when those rebounds are coming up. And if your teammate shoots a contested shot at the three-point line, your Skillful Screen gives you the advantage of getting that rebound because that dash is going to get you a lot closer to the rim than someone like Rocket on the other team simply walking up there. All right, number 2, we're looking at Rocket for the power forwards. Rocket is a rebounding-based power forward who specializes in rebounds and dunks, and he's also a decent blocker, man. So let's take a look at his stats. I was finna say abilities once again, man. So let's take a look at his rebound with 83 at base down there, and his dunk with 70 at base. That lets you know that's what you should be focusing on the most. Those are the only 2 stats that are even above 60, man. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. You want to be dunking the ball with this, man. Stop being scared to dunk the ball with Rocket, man. That is definitely his job. You just got to make sure you're being smart with it. So let's take a look at the abilities. So he has box out resistance. This is going to make it so when you're being boxed out, the little downtime where you're being pushed and you can't do anything, it's going to be reduced by a certain amount. It doesn't specify. It just says reduce it by -10. Not sure how much -10 is. So next, we're looking at powerful rebound. Now you think about something like quick rebound, like on Vanessa and Sarah. When they jump up for a rebound, they don't have to grab it to come back to the ground much faster. But Rocket, he has to grab the rebound, man. And he gets extra 1 rebound priority at level 3. But on the enhanced rebound, you're gonna get that rebound priority +1 on the first level, which is insane to me, man. So you want to make sure you're maxing this out because it's gonna increase your ability to make that dunk by 2%. No. It's going to increase the probability of it activating by 2%, but your accuracy of your dunk for the follow-up dunk and also the strength is going to be increased by 10% for 3 seconds after you get a powerful rebound to proc. So make sure y'all maxing this out, and if you aren't maxing this out, make sure you at least get it to level 2 so you can get that extra accuracy. All right, number 3, we're looking at follow-up dunk. We're not going to talk too much about this. Pretty sure y'all know what this does already, and I'm pretty sure you've seen the animation a million times. You don't even have to play this game for very long to know what this ability does. So this is basically just a follow-up shot, but it's a dunk instead. So next, we're looking at rebound and pass. We talked about this with Emma, so we're also not going to talk too much about this. All I want to say is I see way too many Rockets not utilizing this ability, man. Make sure y'all are using this. It definitely comes in handy, and it definitely speeds up your offense. Stop being so selfish with the ball, man. There could be a Susan at the three-point line, wide open, literally no one near her, and that Rocket will do a follow-up dunk for no reason when they could have gotten 3 free and easy points. So make sure y'all are using this, please. Please, Rocket players, make sure y'all are using this ability, man, because it is definitely inside your kit, and it'll definitely speed up your offense. All right, number 3 for the small forwards, we got Camille. Camille is a shooter small forward who specializes in mid-range and three-point. Very strong inside those areas, man. He's also extremely mobile. So let's take a look at his stats. His three-point shot is 60 at base. Can't really remember how much he got from his cells, though. I think it was somewhere between 15 and 20. So mid-range, pretty sure he got like 20 or 25 from that. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. He's really good inside those areas. His speed is 62 at base. That's really close to someone like Justin. Yes, he has speed on par with the point guards, but he does not have a dive or a really good dribble stat. So he's basically an off-ball player. You want to make sure you're making your plays when you don't have the ball in your hand through the use of that cut dribble move, which we will talk about when we get to it. So first ability, we're looking at enhanced mid shot. It's going to increase the accuracy of your mid-range shots, and it's also going to increase your disturbance resistance. So let's read it. Increase the accuracy of mid-range shots by 2%. At level 2, you get 5% disturbance resistance when doing mid-range shots. And at level 3, you get 2% extra accuracy to your wide open ones. Definitely going to come in handy. So you want to make sure you're maxing this out, man, especially at least to the level 2. The extra 2% wide open accuracy definitely comes in handy, especially when it stacks with the flash shot for a total of 6% extra accuracy inside the mid-range area. But yes, you definitely need to make sure you're maxing this out. And next, we're looking at cut dribble move. Usually we wait for the level 4 to be last, but we're going to go ahead and read it anyway. So move quickly to get rid of the defense when attacking without the ball. So you're going to do something similar to a dribble move when you don't have the ball in your hand. That's what makes this man an off-ball monster. He can dash around screens. He can do pump fakes and trick his defender and dash off. There's all kinds man, I'm getting my words all jumbled up. There's all kinds of crazy things you can do with someone like Camille. He's also a superb person when it comes down to the pick and roll strategy. So make sure y'all keep that in mind. All right, number 3, we're looking at feint dribble. So let's read it. Returns to the original position after a short distance dribble move. So you're going to go about halfway through your dribble move, and you're going to jerk back. Justin also has this, and this ability is exclusive to these two. No one else inside the game has feint dribble, man, and it's definitely a good ability. You want to get ankle breakers with this. When someone's on your side trying to get a dribble move stop on you, do a feint dribble in that direction. There's a really high chance of you snatching their ankles, man, especially if they expect you to do a regular dribble move. So last, and certainly not least, man, we're looking at the enhanced three-point. So let's read it. Increase the accuracy of three-point shots by 2%, 5% disturbance resistance at level 2, and at level 3, you get 2% extra accuracy to your wide-open three-point shots. Make sure you're maxing that out as well, man. You want to max out all of his exclusive abilities because you need all of them in order for him to be the most effective. All right, number 4 for the shooting guards. We got Marcus on the screen, man. This man is definitely a monster. Marcus is a shooting guard who specializes in three-point and ankle breakers. Very strong inside those areas. You're using Marcus, you want to play more so at the three-point line unless you're running a mid-range build, which is also a viable option because he's really good inside both areas. So his base three-point shot is 69. Nice. So 69 three-point shot at base, man. That is actually really good at base. It's a little bit less than someone like Fire King, but that does not make this bad. And that also does not make him bad at the three-point line, man, because of his ability, pull up, and also all of the mobility he gets from his dribble moves. So let's take a look at the abilities. All right, first ability, we're looking at behind the back. This turns this man into an ankle bully. It also makes him a whole lot less predictable and increases the speed of his dribble moves as well. So let's read it. Dribble behind the back and move past laterally. That's side to side, man. You also don't have to worry about dribble move stops with this ability, because if you run into someone, you are literally going to just go straight through their bodies, man. So don't be scared to go in the same direction as someone with this. Also, don't be afraid to go in the opposite direction of someone with this, because it's a really fast dribble move and most people expect you to go for an ankle breaker. So if you go in the opposite direction of your opponent, 9 times out of 10, you're going to wind up being wide open. So next, we're looking at turnaround step back. This is one of the best abilities inside of his kit, man. I would probably even put this above, behind the back, because this is going to get him closer to the 3-point line, and it's also going to put an enormous amount of space between him and his defender, especially if it's utilized properly. So let's read it. Turn around and step back sideways when dribbling. It can distance you from the defender and can be combined with with dribble move. So level 2 is when it can be combined with step back, man. My bad. So you want to make sure you're maxing this out all the way to the level 4. Now, there are some level 4 abilities I don't recommend taking all the way to level 4, but this is definitely one of those abilities you want to make sure that you're maxing out, man, because it's giving you 10% extra accuracy if you do a pull-up during a turnaround step back. And yes, bro, you guessed it, it definitely comes in handy, especially if you're doing it off of a screen from someone like Emma, who's going to boost your accuracy by an additional 10% for a total of 20, plus the 5% from pull-up for a total of 25%. And during peak time, you're going to get 20% more for a total of 45%. And that is a lot of extra accuracy, man. Going to be very difficult to miss that shot. All right, next we're looking at pull-up. This was his initial level 4. This is going to allow you to take a shot during a dribble move. You think about something like jump stop shot. It is a very slow animation, and if someone is predicting it, then it's going to be a whole lot easier to block it than something like pull-up, because pull-up has shooting speed +1 at the level 2 and the level 3, increasing the shooting speed by 2. That's a whole lot faster than a quick shot, so make sure y'all keep that in mind. You want to make sure you're maxing this out, man, because that 20% chance of ignoring disturbance definitely comes in handy. I saw it proc for someone like 4 times in one game, man. It was ridiculous. And last, certainly not least, we're looking at peak time. Let's read it. Your accuracy of 3-point shots will increase as the game clock goes down. Maximum 10% increase at level 1. At level 2, maximum 15%. And at level 3, you get a maximum of 20%. So you want to make sure you're maxing this out as well. So the way that this actually works, at 30 seconds, I don't know how much accuracy it begins with, but the closer it gets to 1 second, the closer it's going to get to 20%. Make sure you're maxing this out, man. You will definitely need it, especially if you need that last 3-point shot at the buzzer. All right, last and certainly not least, man, for the point guards, we got Nana. Nana is a shooter / passing point guard, specializes in 3-point and passing that ball, man. Really strong inside those areas. She's also extremely good when it comes down to getting FLRs because of her spectacular speed stat. With 74 at base, man, that is 2 less than someone like Yui, and it's probably the exact same thing as someone like Albert. So make sure y'all keep that in mind using someone like Nana. You want to slap some speed on there, man, and her base 3-point shot is 70. So you also want to slap some 3-point on there, and her base pass stat is 69. You don't have to slap more pass on. I feel like you'd just be better off slapping dribble over something like pass, because it's going to increase your movement speed when you have the ball in your hand. It's going to decrease that penalty of you dribbling by a whole lot more than you think it does, man. Trust me, it makes an enormous difference. So let's take a look at the abilities. First one we're looking at is pinpoint pass. This is going to make it so it's impossible for you to overthrow the ball. You can quite literally throw it to anyone from any position on the court, and you're also going to give them 5% extra accuracy. So number 2, we're looking at the alley-oop. Pretty sure we all know what this does already, but I'm just going to give a small and short explanation anyway for the people who have never played basketball in real life or watched it. So you're just going to lob the ball to your teammate. When you throw it up in the air, they're going to catch it, and they're going to dunk it on in there. You can't pass this to shooting guards. You can't pass this to point guards. It only works for small forwards, power forwards, and centers. All right, number 3, we're looking at shot pass. Now, this is going to let you trick the defender into thinking you're actually going to shoot. You're going to pass to your teammates. Now, the best time for you to actually use this is inside the mid-range area, because at the 3-point line, they're expecting those drift 3 points, man, with that 15% extra accuracy. So you inside the mid-range area, that is quite literally the best time to use this, because you can't do a drift shot in there. All right, and last, certainly not least for her kit anyway, we're looking at the drift 3-point. much better than someone like Mary's, because Mary's only getting 10%, man. But let's take a look at the level 4. She's getting 15% wide open accuracy. That is an enormous accuracy boost, man. That's the same amount that Fire King is getting from full charge, but she doesn't have to take 6 shots in order for her to actually get this extra accuracy. All she has to do is just be wide open, and it's not really that difficult with someone that's fast, especially behind something like a screen. And bigs, they tend to not be able to keep up with someone like Nana, even if she doesn't have the ball in her hand. All right, man, so that should just about cover everything. To make sure y'all keep in mind, y'all pick one of these characters, listen to the tips inside this video. You'll win a whole lot more games, and these are quite literally the best options in every single position. You want to dominate inside ladder, man, especially before you get to diamond, because once you get to diamond, these characters are banned quite frequently. Almost every single game Rocket gets banned. If someone knows you plays Nana, they are not going to allow you to play Nana because she's just way too good. That's it. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.